Are you sick of losing money in the markets? Are you looking to be a successful, profitable, sustainable trader? Pay attention. Since 2023, I did something most traders wouldn't do because it would cost them money. I pulled the plug on my educational platform where I was teaching traders, and I taught 6,000 traders plus. The reason why I did that was because I was doing this on your behalf. And every now and then somebody comes out and says, Zed, are we day trading? Do you have a Discord? Do you have a course? The answer is no. Because 2 years ago, I pulled you away from this field. And most people today who are new to the markets, who are just arrived, by the way, and those who are coming back, they don't have a clue what they're doing. And unfortunately, guys like me are not there in their home screen when they open the YouTube app. There's other people. And even if I tell you what to do or what not to do, there's other people who will tell you differently, give you a different opinion. But take it from somebody with 10 years experience plus, right? Who has done both leverage trading, day trading, swing trading, which is what I do today. I'm going to tell you exactly how I do things today and compare the results between the two. First of all, day trading, leverage trading, who does it appeal to? It appeals to somebody who doesn't want to be held overnight in a trade, but also somebody who comes into the markets with small amounts of money. And they use leverage because it gives them extra buying power because they think it will, they'll make a lot of money doing it. But here's the thing. You might have education, you might have knowledge, but you don't have experience. Wrong finger. You don't have experience. And if you don't have experience, guess what happens? You can't tell the difference between a losing strategy and a winning strategy. You can't tell the difference between what's good for you and what's not good for you. But you will do it anyways. But by the time you figure it out, you're drained. You don't even have money. I remember somebody coming up to me and saying, Zed, my problem isn't that I have knowledge or experience. My problem is I don't have money. So what's the difference? If you don't have money, that means you couldn't achieve anything in the markets. All you have is knowledge and experience. But you don't actually have experience because if you had experience, then you'd have money. So most of you don't have the experience. And it will take you so much money to get the experience because every day you're trying to figure out directions and the market is ever changing. And if you're in the day trading field, leverage trading field, you're trying to figure out directions day in, day out. I'm not saying you won't make money. Actually, you will make money. Just like I did when I first started. And it got me to a little altar, or you call it a podium, with my lump sum. But I didn't make my initial capital doing that. I actually made it just swing trading. And it got me to a podium. Now I had a little bit of money. What you're missing is capital, a lump sum. Everybody comes into this field with 10, 20,000 saying, I'm going to be a profitable day trader or leverage swing trader. I'm going to do futures, leverage. I'm going to do funded account. You have 10,000, 20,000. Right? It takes the average trader 2-3 years to pin down the experience in the market, let alone make money. And then you say, I'm going to be different. I'm learning from this person who said I did it. I'm learning from this person who says I'm doing great. Okay, everybody makes money. I've trained 6,000 traders. How many of them do you think remain today day trading? Maybe 5% or less. And most of those guys are now in the high net worth group, trading, swing trading, stocks like I do since 2 years ago. When I pulled the plug on day traders and leverage traders, you know why I did it? I did it because I noticed people were losing money. I did it because I didn't want to see any more accounts being blown or somebody saying I lost 30% and then giving up and their dream is finished. Why don't you start off on the right foot? If you start off right, you continue right. There's only one sustainable way of trading, and it's trading without leverage, and it's trading equities, right? You do that, whether day trading or swing trading. I can guarantee you'll probably see consistency. Why? Well, if you're day trading, you're not losing more than you have, so your buying power doesn't shrink. And if you're swing trading, and you're buying the right stocks and you're eliminating things like de-risking things like, bankruptcy and, bankruptcy and delisting, right? De-risking, delisting. I see where I got wrong here. So if you're eliminating the risk of delisting and bankruptcy, then you're going to survive. Even if the market goes for 6 months flat, you'll come out alive and you'll make money as long as you protect your backside. And that's what we do. And if I was to compare the results of that group to the group I had with 6,000 traders of day traders, that group is more profitable at a faster rate, even without leverage, because we don't use leverage. It's like forbidden. I don't even want to hear leverage. That group is profitable with 70 to 300% return in 2 years, right? In 2 years, 70 to 300% return. Trading growth stocks. Day traders, swing traders with leverage, always get wiped. Always. And every penny they make, they go, let me just buy this. It looks cheap. It looks cheap. Okay, listen, why don't you start a little side hustle? I can guarantee you'll make more money than that, right? It's just most of you will figure out trading. You just don't have experience to change with the ever-changing markets. And most importantly, because it's leverage, one bad trade, your buying power shrinks, and now it's just trying to get back out there, trying to get back. This is a kid's game. This is a kid's game. But even me saying it, somebody out there will say, no, he's wrong. Look at me. Here's a vlog, me and Body. Here's how I live my life. Here's how I make money. Words. Words are in and images. That's what social media is. It's here to sell you things, right? But if you want to do it for real, take this advice from me. And I'll keep this video under 10 minutes. You're going to swing trade with equities only, and this is the market for it. And when the time comes where the market is no longer for growth sectors, then you'll shift to defense stocks, right? Or you'll shift to day trading, but without leverage, or maybe 1 to 2 leverage, or 3 leverage. Not a lot of leverage, right? But it's still you guessing day in, day out. And a time has to come where you take yourself outside your body, look at yourself and say, am I doing the right things here? Am I doing things that are good for me, for my family? Because if you lose day in, day out, your mood is ruined. You're stuck at home, right? Coming out all sweaty without a penny to your name after making bad trades. And your kids are there saying, Papa, Papa. Your wife is there angry. And you're there depressed and stressed out because you lost, and you get that feeling almost day in, day out in the markets. That's the worst feeling ever. And of course, you also have that in swing trading, especially if you don't have confidence. You will get similar feelings, but you have time on your hand, especially if you bought correctly. You have time to see it through. So when you come ask me today, Zed, what should I do? How should I trade? Or how do you trade? Well, I'll tell you how I trade. I can make one single trade and make 6 figures, even 7 figures. You know what 7 figures? That's $1 million. Of course, because I have a lot of money invested, but I'm also buying things that can generate me those 200-300% returns, 50% to even, right? And I can literally make a house with my capital. But you're coming here, risking this and that, and just losing and losing. Go play roulette. Go play roulette. Get a job. You actually make more money at a job, right? So I'm just talking to the newbies here. Sorry if that word offends you or if this video has offended you so far. Listen, you don't have the experience. And I know you're holding on to hope. I know you're holding on to something here. But don't you think it's time to be real? And I'm outnumbered because it's 1 to 10. For every one guy like me, there's 10 other videos trying to push this specific thing that I'm speaking against. But if you want sustainability and if you want to play the big boy game, well, you better ask somebody. You want to play the big boy game? Say it. Say I want to play the big boy game in the comment section, and I'll tell you how to play it. I'll just guide you towards a video, or I'll guide you towards an article. Guys, the big boy game is simple. You're going to get into the business of flipping your bag. If you flip your bag once, twice, 3 times, now you have a lump sum. Now you have enough capital to go do whatever you want to do with it. You want to risk it, you want to quit your job and travel the world and start a business from there, or go day trade if you want to day trade. Do it. But you need a lump sum. Because working at a job to save money to go day trade it, what a blank. That's like somebody working at a job to go leverage trade it in roulette, right? Imagine that. Imagine working a job to go play roulette. Use all your savings to play roulette, all the money you save. Because it's not sustainable. We know that. And you do that with leverage trading. And you say, oh, but this strategy, but this strategy, but this strategy. Shut your mouth. You better come out here and play the big boy game. I did something on your behalf, but you don't understand it. I buried my business that was generating millions so I can save you. I haven't made this video in years because I just wanted to wait to see if people their mindset changes. I buried my business to save my followers. And even then, when I make this video, I'll probably get an unfollow 1 or 2 people. I don't care. All I care about is if I'm saving those real traders, those people who understand, I'm saving them from them and giving them a different route, then I've accomplished my mission. Sometimes it's your conscience, right? Your conscience. Because why would I pursue something, teaching you something that I know most people fail at? Because when I came out, I was young. I didn't understand, hey, maybe these people are failing because it's just not sustainable. Maybe I did it, but I had money, but these guys don't have money, and they come in with 10,000, 20,000. So I had to make an executive decision, same decision you're going to have to make. But this is the time to make those big bets. This is the time to make those big bets, guys. That's me done. Thank you very much. I appreciate you as always. Peace out, guys, and I'll see you next time. And if you enjoyed this, you know what to do. Bye.